do you want to create a scan inspection report for deformation or deviation, maybe from a wall or maybe to a floor? How is this report made possible? Well, it's made possible through TBC's point cloud routines scan inspection. Now, you head to your point cloud ribbon and you tap on scan inspection. It brings up this dialog box. Now, it takes you through two routines. It allows you to create a region by comparing a scan to a scan, or you can compare a scan to a 3D object. And then it allows you then to create a deformation report based on points that are spread across that region. So let's look at an example of this. Here, I have a wall that I want to do an actual inspection on. So I'm going to go to the create. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it 1. And I'm going to do a scan to a 3D object and not a scan to a scan. I'm going to pick on the surface that's in here. So I have a little surface that's right here. So I'm just trying to tap right on that edge of that surface. I think I'm tapping on it. There we go. So it's now saying what I have the ability to be able to use as a 3D object. And then the plane, the point cloud I'm going to use is called plane. That's what I've called it. Now, the maximum distance, I'm going to pick a point that's somewhere out here so that it fails to meet the required tolerance. And I'm going to pick one that's inside so that you can see the difference. Now below, color map just allows you to visually see the deviations. So it's more for your eyes than anything else. So you pick the one that works best for you. In most cases, rainbow does look pretty darn good. So here we go. We just simply tap save. And then when we tap save, you're going to see in the view filter manager that it now creates a new, what is called a new point cloud inspection region. So you see one is now selected. Now we're going to go to the reporting section. So here we can choose, let's say, depending on if you're doing a monitoring project, you might have more than one scan inspections that you would need to be going along with, right? So in this case, I'm picking on number 1, right? But if I did like a cut and fill, look at what the difference in the legend looks like, right? So that's just visual. So this just has a lot more color depth. So it's easy on the eye to perceive sometimes for others. Now I'm going to create points that I want to do the inspection relative to. So I'm going to put it on a layer, and I'm going to go to the coordinate box, and then I'm going to simply tap on my point cloud that I'm going to actually use. Now I'm picking one inside, and as I said, I'm going to pick one on the outside just to show you what happens when there's nothing that's close in comparison. And I'm just going to pick one more on the inside just to show that we have 2 good, 1 bad. All right. Now you can also add points, but the points that you have to add are CAD points at present and not grid points. All right. And if you want to convert them to CAD points, scan to CAD points at spatial intervals or random intervals, you can do that using this tab here. All right, so we're just going to just click on Create Report. Perfect. And here's our report. The project information based on TBC, a map that shows you what you're looking at, and then below shows you the deviations from the scan to the actual object that you're comparing against. In this example, it's just we're going scan to 3D object. So as you can see, the second one shows that it's outside the tolerance that was required, and that's what that looks like. So this is how simple it is for us to go ahead and generate a scan inspection report.